Hi, everyone. It's me, Miss Branch, the art teacher, here with quarter two art lessons. Yay! All right. So our first lesson of the second quarter is that we are going to learn about the eye. So you just watched some videos about how we see. And so I thought it would be a cool project that we make an eye and put a picture in the iris part of the eye because we kind of use those to help us see, which we learned in the video. So I decided to draw a very colorful picture. So of course I put a rainbow in there and I did some water. So we're going to get started. So I'm going to switch my camera so that we can get started. So you're going to need, let's see, switch camera. All right. So you're going to need your 2 white pieces of paper and a black piece of paper. It just fell. All right, so then we're going to need our black piece of paper. And we're going to put that off to the side right now. So now with our first white piece of paper, we're going to make the eye shape. Now what we're going to do is fold it in half. Hot dog. The hot dog is the long fold. And so we're going to make sure that the folded in is down here at the bottom. Because what we're going to do is make half of an eye shape. And then we get them to cut it out and we'll have the whole eye. So where did I put my black crayon? I took it out of here. Where did I put it? All right. Oh, there it is. All right. I stuck it in the cup with my pencils. All right. So we have our black crayon. And what we're going to do on this line, we're going to make a big giant curve, like we're making a rainbow curve or a sad face curve. So I'm just going to come up and over so that we can make a big curve like a rainbow or a sad face. So now what we're going to do is cut this out so we get our eye shape. Because eyes are really shaped like footballs. Are really shaped like footballs. It sounded a little mumbled when I just said that to myself. So that's why I repeated myself. And now when I open it up and put my scraps off to the side for later when I put them in my scrap bag. So now when I open it up, I have an eye shape or a football shape. And since I have that black line there, I'm just going to carefully just draw that line again. So I have that line all the way around my eye. And remember, if it's easier, turn the paper around to make it easy for you. Don't twist your body all up. I'm going to just go ahead and do this part again because it's a little bit away from the edge. And so I'm just going to go around and add that line so you can see the edges of my eye a little better. And now we need to make the iris, the circle part of the big circle part of the eye, because the eye has 3 parts. So the white part is called the sclera. The part with the color of your eyes, like your eyes could be dark brown, light brown, green, blue, gray, hazel, a kind of a combination of them. And that part is called the iris. And then the little black circle in the middle is called the pupil. That's the part that lets the light in so that you can see the images on the back of your eye and it get flipped and stuff. Some of the kind of stuff we learned in the video. You know what? I have this upside down. Okay, so there. So now I'm going to put this piece of paper off to the side and I'm going to get my other white piece of paper. And what I'm going to do is this time I'm going to fold it in half hamburger. Because we don't need it as big as this one. So this one was, we needed this one long. So that's why we folded this one hot dog. Now we're folding this one, the hamburger fold. And we're going to make a curve line again. Let's not all the way side to side. So we're going to make another curve line. More like a rainbow or making a big sad face. And then we're going to cut that out. And make sure you make that curved line on the folded line part because we need it to be one whole circle when we cut it out. And so now I'm going to go ahead and follow that line. And I'll put my scraps off to the side. And now I have my circles. Kind of mine is a little egg shape, but it'll be okay. So now this is what I'm going to put this part on my eye. Now I have this black line. So again, I want to trace around the edge. And again, turn the paper to make it easy for you. So now I have that black line all the way around. And you can see that. So now, I'll bring in my camera a little closer now. I'm going to use my crayons. And lift it up again so you can see all my crayons. Just dumped out all 24 crayons. So I'm going to use a variety of crayons. So I just want to be able to get to them quicker. So let's see. There's like 4 different types of blue in this box of 24. So let's see. I definitely need indigo because I'm going to make the rainbow. And I definitely need blue for the rainbow. Now I have these 2 other ones. It's Cruellen and it's called Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful it is. I'd probably use that for the water. And the other one, the Krellin for the color. And then there's a blue-green, but I'm going to put that off to the side for now. So let me go ahead and get this dark blue. And across the bottom, I'm just going to draw a wavy line to make my water. I'm going to draw just a wavy line for my water. And then I'm going to just put some little waves. Some little wavy lines so that you can see the water is moving, give the impression that the water is moving. And now, I don't think I want to color the water that dark. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get my regular blue. And I'm just going to color on top of that, making my water. And I'm not coloring too dark because I want those lines to be seen. And I want to lose those lines by coloring too dark. So now, let's see, I need to put some grass or some land. And let's see, and in my set there are, let's see, we have regular green, we have yellow green or green yellow, and this one is yellow green. So we have 3 different greens. And I know what, I'll just use regular green. And I'm just gonna make some little scallop lines. They're just jumping lines. And grass is not all just one color green. So I'm going to scribble in and color in some of this green yellow. And now I'm going to color in, mix in some of this yellow green to get any of those other little spots that I missed. So I could give just a good variety of colors of green for my grass. And now I'm going to make my rainbow. Now, right here in the center is where my pupil's going to go. Then before I forget, I'm just going to lightly draw my circle. And I'm going to bring that camera in so you can see how lightly I drew that circle. I drew that circle very, very lightly, as you can see. Very, very lightly. So now I'm going to make my rainbow. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the rainbow backwards. So I need to find my purple. And this one is blue violet. Nope, I don't need blue violet. Here's my purple. Then I need my indigo. And then I need my blue. And then green. And yellow. And orange. Yep. And red. Here we go. So now I have my 7 colors of the rainbow. I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to start with the smallest color. And it's going to kind of go over top of where my pupil is. And I'm just going to make a big curved line. And I'm going to just color that line a couple of times. Make it a little thicker. So then I'm done with the purple. I'll put it over on this side so I don't make a mistake. Now I have my indigo. And there's my indigo. And now my blue. And now my green. And I'm drawing a line and then I'm going back in and coloring if I leave any white space, because there's no space between the colors on a rainbow. And then my yellow. And I see, and then my orange. Now you can draw any picture you want, but I decided to make this one just an outdoor scene with colors because we see lots of colors with our eyes. So I wanted to make it a bright picture. So whenever I want to make a bright picture, I usually go for a rainbow. Now let's see. Let's add in a sun. So my red. Now let me find. Let's see. I have some red. Oh no, that one's scarlet. And this one, oh, that's regular orange. And let's see, red orange and some yellow orange. So I'm just gonna put in a little sun, and then my red orange, and then color it in with my yellow orange, kind of make it really dark looking. And then make some sun rays. And I'm gonna come back in with my yellow orange to my red orange right beside each of those rays. And you know what? I think I'll add in some yellow too. Just make some yellow on these rays. Oh, I need to add some more in this area because I left a big space. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, nope, I wanted yellow. Now you can make yours any kind of way you want to. And you know what? I'm going to take this blue green and lightly color the sky. I probably could just did regular blue. But it's okay. Because you're the artist, you get to make those decisions. And so there's my sky. And now I need to color in the iris. And where's my black up to? There we go. And now I'm going to color in the pupil. I said iris. We just colored the whole iris. We put a picture on the iris. And now that's the pupil where the light enters the eye. And so now I have a whole picture. And I can put it in the eye. So now I need to glue this down. But of course, the rule with the glue is still not a lot, just a dot. A dab of glue will do. Oh, I got some dry glue on the nozzle. All right, so now open it all the way up. 1, 2. Oh, let me change the angle of this camera so you guys can see these tiny dots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did 10. 10 little tiny dots all around my circle. And I'm going to put it in the middle of the eye and I'm going to rub a little bit. And it sticks. See, the less glue you use, the better it will be. So now, the better it will stick. Because when you use too much glue, it saturates the paper, making them both too wet. And then it takes longer to dry. So now, before I get to the eyelashes, let me clean up all these crayons out. And so let me go ahead and clean these up just so that I have a clean workspace. I'm putting all my crayons away. Yeah, where's my white crayon? Let's put it in the way. Huh, where did I put the white crayon? Oh, there it is. It's in my cup of pencils. I put it down there too. All right, I was using it for another project. All right, there we go. So now I have all my crayons put away. So now I have my black sheet of paper. And I'm going to make the eyelashes. Now, we have bottom eyelashes and top eyelashes. The top eyelashes are longer than the bottom eyelashes. These are shorter. And so I'm going to show you how to make all these eyelashes a quick way. So first thing we're gonna do is, oh, let me move that out the way up and land it under the computer a little bit. And fold my paper in half. And all I'm gonna do is make sure I cut from this curved side all the way over. And I'm just gonna cut a curved line. Just cut. And then just cut again. Yeah, I'm making all these curved lines. You know what? And so what I can do is cut them in half. So when it's time to glue them on, I have my eyelashes. Now the ones on the left side will be curving to the left, and the ones to the right side will be curving to the right. I'm gonna just flip them so I can flip them. Doesn't matter which way. Well, the one thing they don't do, they don't curve away from each other on the same eye. So they kind of curve, go with the shape of the eye. So you know what I'm gonna do before I cut another one? I'm going to cut this line down the middle so that they're already cut apart. That's a good idea. I don't know why I didn't do that the last time. So I ended up having to cut all those eyelashes apart to make them so I could stick them on the eye. So now I have my two pieces of paper. That's much better. And I'm just going to keep cutting curved lines. Scoot down a little bit, curve. Just keep cutting. Just keep cutting. Just keep cutting. You're gonna need almost this whole piece of paper to make enough eyelashes. And I'm gonna cut some of these in half when it's come time to make the bottom eyelash. And you just keep going till you practically run out of paper. They're getting a little more curvy now. See, one side is getting a little deeper, and it's okay. I can just fix that. I'm gonna just cut that little piece off. Now my curves will get a little deeper. Mm, I could always use these pieces and cut them in half. Tell you what, I'm going to curve like some little pieces so I get the curve back to being close to the way it was. There we go. All right, so now I have a whole pile of my little curving strip, so I can now glue on my eyelashes. So again, there's not a lot. I'm gonna put this off to the side. If I need some more, I'll cut some more. But I think I have plenty. And oh, that was a scrap from the end. So let me go ahead and move these to the side and get my eye. And I'm going to start the ones on this side going to curve this way. The ones on this side is going to curve this way. And in the middle kind of be a little straight. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of dots. And what I'm going to do to those dots, as you can see, these little tiny dots, I'm just going to go ahead and spread them with my finger. Make it a little easier until I run out. And now I'm just going to put them on. Just pick them up and stick them on till I run out of glue area. Then I just got to put a couple more dots on glue and keep going. So there, there. That's that weird one. I'll use that one later. One of the ones I had to cut to trim to get the eye going back to right shape. So now I'm going to come over here and do this side. So 1, 2, 3. And again, I'm going to just use my finger. And I'm just going to spread those dots. Mm. I probably should have started at the bottom and worked my way up like I did on this side. But it's okay, however you want to do it. Because you're the artist, you get to make those kind of choices. Oh, that's one of the ones that I cut. I should have cut this one in half and put that at the bottom. I'm going to take that one off. And then I'm just going to keep. So now I need to do that lashes in the middle. Now, I kind of didn't make any straight ones. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, this little bit of scrap I have left over, I'm going to cut a few just straight across from this end. So then again, not a lot, just a dot, a dab of glue will do. And spread that glue with my finger. And I'm going to take some of that extra glue. I'm going to just go ahead and put it down here at the bottom. So I'm going to glue some down there. And I'm going to go ahead and do these straight ones in the middle. And now I'm going to take these other ones I have left. Yeah, I did a lot, so I don't need all this. I'm going to cut them in half. And they're still kind of long. I think I'll cut them in half again. So in half, and in half, and in half. And I'm going to go ahead and use that glue that I rubbed from my finger. And now I'm going to go ahead and do some more dots. Not a lot, just a dot. Dab of glue will do. And spread that glue. And go ahead and keep putting the bottom lashes on. And I got to cut some more. So I'll cut it in half, cut them in half, and cut it in half. And then, let's see. This one's already a small one, so I don't have to cut it in half again. And now that I've run my glue, I'm going to go ahead and put some more dots. So not a lot, just a dot. A dab of glue will do. And I'm going to spread that glue. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut some more of these in half and cut those halves in half. This time I'm going to put a bunch of them together. Might make it easier when I'm cutting them in half. Excuse me. And then I'm going to cut them in half again. Oh, and I got to cut this group in half again. And let me go ahead and start putting them on the glue. Put his glue dries up on me. And there we have our seeing art. Let me switch my cameras. So everyone, our first art project is about seeing in art. So we made a giant eye with eyelashes and we put the picture in the iris. We have our pupil and the white part of the eye is the scalea. And we did the top lashes, which are longer than the bottom. Ooh, one fell off. Let me put it back on. So you know what? There's a little bit of extra glue right there. There we go. There we go. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.